So this is my 100th episode, and today I'm talking about why you should always look back and see where you started your journey at, rather than just being upset and irritated that you're not where you want to be. I'm Sanj, and welcome to Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life. This is a podcast that helps you master your mindset so you can navigate life's challenges, reach new heights, and master your life. If you get something from this episode, please share it with someone who you think would benefit. And I would also really appreciate it if you could leave me a rating or a review. So today, I'm talking about why it's crucial to acknowledge and celebrate the progress you've made on your journey, rather than just be frustrated that you're not where you want to be. It's so easy to look at your goal and say, I'm not there yet. It's so frustrating when you can look there and see it, but you're not quite there yet. You still got further to go. It may seem like you've been on the journey for days, weeks, months, years, decades, and you're still not where you want to be. But today's episode is about turning around, looking where you came from, where you started from, and looking at how your path has changed as you've taken each step to where you are today. So, Zig Ziglar once said, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. And this quote, it just reminds us that every step forward that you're taking, no matter how small, no matter how insignificant it may seem, but it's a big part in your journey towards success. It's easy for you to get frustrated. It's easy for you to forget where you came from. But that doesn't do anything for you. All that does is actually give you less motivation. It gives you less excitement. You end up just dissatisfied that you're not at that final destination yet, because you need to actually think to yourself, are you enjoying the journey? If you're not enjoying the journey, then no matter how hard you keep going, no matter when you even get to your goal, there's no guarantee then that you will even enjoy that end goal. It's the journey that you need to love, because when you love that journey, you're going to be so happy that you're on it. It doesn't matter about whether you're reaching the goal now or in 5 years. It's going to be the fact that you're on a journey that you love. But again, when we get disheartened, when we feel like we're not going anywhere, like we're in a hamster wheel and we're just going round and round, not getting anywhere physically, and it just seems we've been on the same wheel for months, years, decades, you can feel frustrated, you can feel disheartened. And when you are feeling disheartened, there's problems that arise. The first one is you give up. And this is a huge one. This is what happens to most people. When you see you're not at your goal, when you see that you're never getting, or it never seems like you're getting any closer, it's so common for you to throw in the towel. You want those immediate results. You want to be living that dream life overnight. As I always say, we live in a world of instant gratification and dopamine hits. So when you're seeing that all the effort that you're putting in, it doesn't yield the results that you're expecting, it's not a quick success. It's often that actually you realize when you're on the journey wasn't as simple as you thought it out to be. The journey wasn't as quick as you were hoping it was going to be. So you're thinking to yourself, are you doing something wrong? Are you missing out on something? And this is where a lot of you will give up. You will give up, you'll move to something new, and you will repeat this all over again. You'll be so excited at the beginning, you'll be so happy, you'll be ready to do whatever it takes. And then you'll notice actually, as time goes on, you're not seeing those immediate results. your efforts aren't yielding that quick success. And then you'll start again. You'll be like, okay, now the next thing. So when you're giving up too soon, you don't give yourself a chance to actually get to the good stuff. You don't give yourself a chance to hit those heights. One sure way to fail at anything is to give up. And then the next thing is when you're constantly looking at the future, when you're constantly looking at your goal, rather than focusing on the next step, when you fixate on that gap between where you are and where you want to be, forgetting about all that progress that you've already made, this narrow focus of the whole journey can actually lead you to feel inadequate and discouraged from moving forward. It can actually cause you to start procrastinating, start doing things different, start changing, and start thinking to yourself, you know what, this isn't where you want to be. Because you're forgetting about what you've changed, how much you've changed, what you've become to get this far on your journey. So you need to stop for a moment. You need to turn around, look back, start to appreciate your progress. Because when you start to appreciate how far you've come, how different you are, how much better you are, it makes a difference. When you're doing something, when you start to say things, when you're doing things again and again, it isn't that things become easy. The task has not changed. The task is still the task. It's just that you've become better. So when you're focusing on the future, you're focusing on something that is an unknown. But when you turn around and look back, you can see how much better you've come, how much better you've got, how much you've improved, how much more skill you have. So that will start fueling your motivation. When you're looking back and you're seeing how far you've come on your journey, it serves as a powerful source of motivation. When you recognize all the progress you've made, no matter how small, no matter how insignificant you think, you start to improve your confidence, increase it, and you start to believe in yourself more. And you believe in your ability to overcome challenges. It increases your resilience. And when you start to appreciate your progress, as I said, it starts to improve your resilience. When you acknowledge all the achievements, all the issues that you've overcome, you start to become so much more resilient, because the next few steps of the journey, you're going to hit challenges, you're going to hit setbacks. So when you encounter those obstacles on the journey ahead, you're going to turn back, you're going to look at how far you've come, how many you've overcome, and you're going to remember those strides that you've already taken. You're going to remember that you're actually capable of overcoming any adversity. You're going to actually think to yourself, yeah, I got this. So if you want to start doing this, if you want to keep going, if you want to maintain your motivation and keep improving day after day, keep yourself on that path, keep yourself on the track. Start doing a few things, and they're not big things. My whole coaching ethos is not that to change your life is going to be big changes. No, it's going to be small changes that don't take up much time, but they have big impact in your life. The first thing is keep a journal. Just dedicate a few minutes each day to jot down what you've accomplished. Jot down what you've learned, where you're going to do things better. No matter how minor it is, when you start reviewing that journal, it reminds you it's a visual reminder of your progress. It helps you think differently, remind you what you've overcome so far. It may even give you answers, because you may see trends and patterns emerging. The next thing is, when you're looking back at how far you've come, don't forget to celebrate your milestones. When you set those milestones along your journey, you actually keep your motivation up, because you're there thinking, yeah, the next milestone, I get a treat. I do something I want. I do something I love. Yeah, celebrate it with those around you, with those who are part of your journey too. Yeah, it can be a big treat, it can be a small treat, but just do something to enjoy it. The third thing is Be grateful for everything that you've done. Take a moment to express your gratitude for the progress you've made, what you've accomplished. Yeah, rather than dwelling on what's left to achieve, start shifting that mindset to one of gratitude and positivity. The next one is seek feedback. Without feedback, you don't know where you may be going wrong. Reach out to your friends, get a mentor, get a coach, and get them to give you feedback on your progress. They're going to be honest with you, most of them, because their perspective as well can offer you insight and reinforce what progress you've made. It can give you ideas of where you need to change, what you need to switch up. And the last one is visualize your journey. Create a vision board just before you go to bed. Just think it through. Yeah. Create something that represents your journey and the milestones you've reached, as well as the goals you've still got to reach. Make sure it's put in somewhere easy to see, so it can act as a daily reminder of how far you've come, as well as where you're going to end up. So I'm challenging you to shift your focus from where you want to be and how far you've already come. Remember that success is not just about reaching your destination, it's about enjoying the journey, celebrating every step of the way, and loving who you become on the journey. So what progress are you going to celebrate today? What is your end goal? How far have you come on this journey? How are you going to keep moving forward? So until next time, remember to celebrate your victories no matter how small. Keep up that motivation. See how your mindset changes when you actually focus rather on where you've got to go as where you've come from. Don't forget where you've got to go. Keep that in mind, but don't dwell on it. Because when you start to think about how far you've come, you're going to shape your mindset into a positive one, into a resilient one, into a productive one. And remember, your mindset shapes your reality. You master it and you'll master your life. My mission, as always, is to make a positive impact on the world. And I sincerely hope you can help me do that by liking, by following, and by sharing this podcast with others. So until next time, keep seeking, keep growing, and keep mastering your mindset to master your life. Thank you.